Yodagot Kivano Kujvaj. Like night and day. That's what I found myself thinking this morning as I got out of bed. And I say that because the contrast between the Tom Hall out there traveling the world and the Tom Hall crawling out of bed in his own home is quite different. Interestingly enough, when I'm out there traveling the world, I find myself eager to do my morning videos, and when I'm at home, I'm not quite as eager to say to do the videos. So, but I know that there are some out there, for whatever reason, that want to know what the hell I'm thinking about. And so, with that in mind, I thought that I would do a morning video. But if the morning videos become fewer and far between while I'm here, then just understand that I'm okay. But I can't quite explain. Maybe George, maybe wise old George, who who knows a little something about everything. But maybe wise old George will have some insight into why I'm a little bit different when I'm traveling the world than when I'm at home. But Alexa, Volume 3. But anyway, start of another day, and you know what? I find myself just being a bit overwhelmed with work. It's in a good way, mind you. I mean, it's better to be overwhelmed with work than not have any work to speak of. But it's interesting. I'm wrapping up I've had this job that's been sitting on the shelf now for the last month and a half, something like that. And it's a job for a guy, Alexa, Volume 2. It's a job for a guy that has a demolition and excavation business. And this is an interesting guy. His name is Ben. Let's call him Ben. Ben is a 29-year-old man, and he's out of the Baltimore area, and he seems to have his fingers in everything. It's just an amazing, an amazing man. Seems to have his fingers in a little bit of everything, and I say that because he called me up some years ago when he had an auto repair shop. He had one of his businesses was an auto repair shop, and this auto repair shop was in Baltimore. And more times than not, I only take one client per city, per market, which some people say is a little bit crazy, but nonetheless. So this guy wanted me to do a website for him years ago, and I had another client in Baltimore, so I turned him down. But anyway, so he sold his business in Baltimore and moved it to a suburb of Baltimore, and calls me up a year later, just basically begging me to do a website for him. And anyway, so I did, and the rest is history, as they say. But so anyway, so he's got all these different business interests, and one of them is a demolition company, demolition and excavation. So he wanted a website for that business, and if I get a client that has an auto repair shop, I can get them up and running with a website in about a day, less than a day, no problem, because I have all the content in the website already written. I have all the content about brake repair and wheel alignment and all that type of stuff. I have all that content already written. So when I get a new client with a new service industry, such as demolition, I've got to research the industry. I have to research the industry. I have to find out what are people searching for related to that industry. And then I need to build the website around that research. And then once it's done, then I've got it done. So for example, when I finish this website for the demolition guy, if I get a call from another person that does demolition, I can set them up with demolition in a matter of a couple hours. So it's a very nice business model. But anyway, so I spent the better part of Christmas Day, believe it or not, spent the better part of Christmas Day working, trying to knock out this demolition website. And you can take a peek at it. It's probably about 70% finished, but those of you out there that are interested, and you'd probably be better off looking at it on a desktop. Don't look at it on your iPhone or your phone. But if you're at or near a computer, just type in DBA, like doing business as, dbademolition.com, dbademolition.com. And click up on the top, click on excavation or demolition, and then scroll down and you'll see different subcategories or services within those categories. And click on those, and you'll see all the nice little pictures and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, no sooner did I throw this up online than the guy that owns this, calls me up, and turns out that he's got a roofing company. He's got a roofing company. He wants to do a website for a roofing company. And then later that evening, we're talking on the phone, and he just bought into a little restaurant, and he wants to do a specialty burger bar, and it's just it just never stops. But anyway, probably a lot more information than a lot of you want or need to know. But I should do it's interesting. It's interesting. I do this website. I do this these morning thought videos, and the better part of 150 people will watch these videos. And I should throw this out there. Anybody out there, bring me a client. Bring me a client. Bring me, the majority of people out there have a car. Okay? You have a car. You probably take your car to a mechanic. Okay? Bring me a client. I'll give you $1,000. $1,000. I'll give you $1,000. You bring me a client that wants a website for his auto repair business. Okay? And you can keep the, actually I charge $1,500 to set up the website. $1,500 to set it up. I'll give you $1,000, and then just tell the mechanic that it's $150 a month. Okay? So what I should do is I should employ, see, that's called working smarter, not harder. I should employ my subscribers to go out and be my salespeople, for my websites. But anyway, so that's about it for what's on my mind. I've been toying with an idea. I've been toying with a nice idea for traveling, and it might work out. And the idea being, towards the end of January, catch a flight out to California and stay for a few days, go visit my clients. So that portion of the travel would be a tax write-off. Go to California, visit some clients in the Los Angeles area. And then from there, catch a flight over to the Honolulu and stay in Honolulu for a few days, because the flight is only 3 or 4 hours from Los Angeles to Honolulu. Stay there for a few days, kind of catch my breath, and sit on the beach and watch all the girls go by. so to speak. Isn't there a song, something like that? I think it's sitting on a corner, not sitting on a beach, but anyway, sit on a beach and watch all the girls go by. Hmm. And then catch a flight down to Sydney. It seems that most flights out of anywhere, they all go to Sydney, and then from Sydney to wherever else you're going to go. But I was looking at a possibility the other day, and that to drive from Sydney to Michelle's house. Michelle from you remember Michelle? Michelle from oh, if you want to meet Rochelle, just go on YouTube and type in Ravin, Rovinj, Rovinj. Type in Tom Hall Ravin date night. Tom Hall Ravin, Rovinj date night, and you'll meet Michelle. But anyway, it's an 11-hour drive. It's an 11-hour drive from Sydney up to it's an 11-hour drive from Sydney up to what do you call it, up to Michelle's place. And that drive is along the beautiful eastern coast of Australia. And I've wanted to see Nelson, I think it's called Nelson Bay. I wanted to see Whitsunday, the Whitsundays. And so I was thinking of taking like a nice two week drive up the eastern coast of Australia and getting up there and spending a few days with Michelle, and then returning the car in Brisbane and getting a round trip out of Brisbane down to Melbourne and go down to the wonderful land of Oz for a couple weeks, and go down and stay with Carlos down in Melbourne. Stay with him for 2 weeks, and tread off to Starbucks each morning out of Carlos's house. Tread out of. I'm off to work. I can just see myself walking out the door. See you guys later. I'm off to work. As Carlos says, have a nice day, mate. Something like that. But anyway, so off to go down to Melbourne for a couple weeks, and then catch a flight back to Brisbane, and stay in Brisbane for a little bit, a couple days, and then back to Hawaii, and then maybe a week in Maui, and then back to. Sounds nice, doesn't it? It sounds really nice. So we will see. Maybe it's wishful thinking, maybe it's not. But anyway, so you can see that I'm stretching for stuff to talk about. What a godsend this gentleman was yesterday that came in and did the texturing. Those of you that saw that video, I've had these two patches in my sheetrock now for the better part of better part of 2 years. I've had these two holes, one in the ceiling down here on the first floor where water was dripping down, and one up on the wall in the upstairs hallway that was cut out to access the plumbing of the shower. And I had patched these holes. They were about 18 inches by 18 inches. I had patched them with sheetrock, but the trick with doing that is the texture, getting the texture over the top, and getting somebody to come out and do a small job like that. Getting a contractor to come out and do such a tiny little job as texturing a couple small patches is not easy. And it's just something that's been weighing on my mind. I walk past it every day and I see it, and I think I gotta sell. I want to sell my house. Somebody keeps putting up these comments on here, and I can't read them. Who is it? Jess, Oz, LPG. I don't know what these comments say. I'm in Melbourne. It's very hard. Which is conversion website is okay. I can't. Sorry guys, I can't read these these comments. As you're coming to Melbourne, I would be very, very hot in February. Oh, that's good. Okay, very hot. I like it hot. But anyway, and Oz has a pool. Okay, Oz has a nice pool with built-in jets and everything. So I'll be able to work from the pool. I'll be able to sit in the pool with my laptop and do my work. But anyway, back to the texturing thing. It's hard to get somebody to come out and do this type of a job, a small job like that. And this guy comes by yesterday. This guy comes by yesterday to, I noticed the guy working down the street last week. So he came yesterday to do it for me. And God, he did a fantastic job. It looks, to anybody, to the naked eye walking in here, unless you knew that there was a hole there, they wouldn't know that there was a hole there now. But I went to pay the guy. You know, it's interesting with some people. I went to pay the person, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to pay him. Originally, in my mind, I was thinking this thing would cost me $300-400 to have it fixed. And then he came over to fix it, and he was telling me, "No, it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy. You know, it's going to be easy." It took him less than an hour. So I was going to give him $150. And then I decided I'll give him $120. So as he's finishing the job, I go to give him $120, and he looks and he says, No, too much. That's too much. I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Oh, yeah, too much." And I said, "All right, well, how about 60? "Oh, yeah, 60 is good." And I'm thinking to myself that if I were in that situation and somebody was offering me $120, I'd take the money. But anyway, so I ended up giving him $60 and a gift. I gave him a gift worth probably $40-50 or something like that. But anyway, all right, I got to get on with my day. Yeah. Speaking of which, the high hopes. So the high hopes, two high hopes for today. Look for the growth. Look for the growth. It may not seem so at first, but the darkest days often provide great opportunities. Among the negativity and the turmoil, there will be hidden moments. Look for them. They are chances for growth, for love, and for forgiveness. And the quote is from Francis Bacon. "A man must make his opportunity as oft as find it." You know, I once saw a poster that I'll never forget, and I thought that the poster, if I can remember how it said, something about being able to take advantage of opportunity is the key to success, or something like that. You have to take advantage of opportunity when it presents itself. And or opportunity, I think that was the saying. It was an inspirational poster. And it just said something like, opportunity is the key to success. Opportunity is the key to success. But anyway, that's one. And the other one is exercise. Listen to this, Oz, okay? You specifically, you particularly, exercise. It's one of the best ways to lift your spirits. Walk, run, swim, play sports, go to the gym. Get your blood pumping. Let your endorphins flow. They'll promote positive thoughts and change your day's trajectory. And the quote of the day is from Ralph Waldo Emerson. "The first wealth is health." The first wealth is health. So there you go. Oz, do you exercise down under? Do you put on your little Walkman and go out and do your power walk around the streets of your town there in Melbourne? I'd be curious to know. Maybe Oz and I will do a morning exercise. Maybe Oz and I will do a morning exercise show from Osborne. We'll go down to the area down there where they've got the carnival ride, the pier or whatever you call it. Um, we'll go down we'll go down to the beach. Oz and I will go down to the beach, and we'll do a fitness show, a fitness workout or something like that. I walk to massage spa. Okay. Hi Tom. Actually, I made it to your live video. First time experience. Oh, Rob, nice to nice that you could join us. Rob is another guy from Rob is another guy. If you're coming to Melbourne, I'm reading some of these comments. It's damn hot. Hi, Tom. Melbourne is damn hot, 104. I'm in Melbourne. It's very hot. Okay. All right. Anyway, I got to get on with my day. Enjoy the heat, okay? Oz, why don't you invite Rob over to your pool? Okay, you've got a pool with the fountains or the jets and everything. Why don't you guys go get naked for Satan? Go get naked for Satan together. And then after you get naked for Satan, come over and enjoy the pool that Oz has. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.